Well then, as you can see, the next group are out, or nearly coming out, for their final. It's the Rotax 177. And of course, you can just see there on your screens in the very vibrant gold helmet, Philip Howarth, who joined us for our track walk earlier on, which, again, because we've got such a tight schedule, we don't have a lunch break, that you won't be able to see that, unfortunately, that one. But check out the Alpha Live YouTube channel, because it will be posted on there, and you can you can check out all of that action, what happened earlier on this weekend, when the weather was a little bit nicer. There you can see the 46 getting themselves all lined up there, ready to go. Ian Branfield there, the kart coming out. Now, let's have a look at the pre-final results about what happened in that last one for Rotax 177. As it loads on my screens, were there any penalties? There were no penalties. So, of course, Philip Howarth won the pre-final. Louis Large came second, which was a great result from him at one position from starting on third place. Dan Tate as well, finishing in third place. Matthew Easton finished in fourth. Ian Branfield in fifth place. Thus why he is starting on fifth on the grid for this one. Cole Edwards was in sixth place. Sam Winter in seventh. Nathan Schaefer and Callum Porter rounding out the 9-strong kart grid out there. You can see all the karts lining up. Now, everyone going for slick tyres. Of course, the track is dry. The rain has not coming down. I see it, my weather app said 3. It's surpassed that time. It is 6 minutes past 3. And the rain still has not fallen, as my co-commentator stuffs a delightful treat into one's mouth. Yeah. Please don't unmute your microphone. You have got that delicatessen.
No. I was just telling you, it's a crispy caramel bite from a well-known supermarket. Thank you. I'm going to carry on chewing.
Excellent, thank you. Cool. So, yes, so that was the results from the pre-final, of course, and that, of course, determines where everyone starts for their final. So that running order that you just heard, yes, you can pass those crispy caramel bites over towards me, and then by the time I mute my microphone while you stop chewing, I can then chew uncontrollably into this microphone. Getting a little bit of words of encouragement
That's
there
better.
Before they head out. But it was an exciting pre-final that we saw.
Yes.
For 177. I expect to see an exciting final.
Yeah,
if I don't, I'll be upset.
And I shall tell them now. Right, I open the window, boys. Anthony's not going to be happy with you. Put on a show. No. Well, Philip Howarth, the real #1, will be hoping that he's going to run away with things like he did in the pre-final when it was drying. It's now fully dry. And we're looking down at the outside row of the starting grid. And Nathan Schaefer, who had a mechanical problem in the opening race, in the pre-final, is there. Now, in the championship standings, we didn't summon the championship standings in the last final. We'll make sure we do it in this one. Daniel Tate comes into this weekend 11 points ahead of Lewis Large in the turn. There's Cole Edwards. Takes a real man to wear pink, I have to say. He is the E-plate holder. He is going to settle himself down into the kart. Now, alongside him, there's Nathan Schaefer, the number 99. So, 2 years ago, when we were here in the 177 class, it was Chris Thomas who won the opening final from Nathan Schaefer, and Cole Edwards was third. So, the driver on the number 99, Schaefer, finished second in the first final, and the driver in the E-plate finished third in the first final. In the second final, it was Chris Wright who won that, ahead of Chris Thomas and Michael Cheek. So there is Philip Howarth. Still hasn't got his comp kart race suit on. I'm disappointed in the real #1. Hasn't got his, but he's got his nice shiny gold crash helmet on. And there is the final one, or the round 1 winner, Daniel Tate, kart number 29, championship leader, starting the inside of row number 2. Then we have Ian Branfield, a real talk about, local wild cards. Ian Branfield he knows every single inch of this Mansell Raceway and has raced here for many, many, many years. Here then is your starting lineup. Philip Howarth with his comp kart race suit on pole position. Lewis Large on the outside of row number 1. Daniel Tate on the inside of row 2 alongside Matthew Easton. Kart number 3. Row 3, Ian Branfield making his debut in the championship, and Cole Edwards, a podium finisher here 2 years ago. Sam Winter, with his new crash helmet, starts on the inside of row number 4, alongside Nathan Chafer, also a podium finisher here 2 years ago. And Callum Porter, after making a mistake on his tyre choice for the pre-final, he starts shotgun on the field in 9th. So, Rotax 177. 15 minutes plus a lap. The second of their 5-round, the second final of their 5-round championships again. We send our good wishes out to Henry Ayres, the reigning and defending champion in this class, who had to withdraw from this event quite late on. It is dry here in Devon at the moment as we look at the field, head down towards Hangar. There are several drivers missing from this round. They'll be back for the next round, so 177 drivers who are watching this from back home, there is the grid should be going up for the next round of the championship. At the moment, though, we have to decide who wins round 2 of the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championship in Rotax 177. Lights are not out.
No, so they called that false start from quite a ways back. I'm not sure why. I suspect the jogging Nigel Edwards in the pit lane could be the reason of that one. I'm not too sure, but yeah, false start. So they will go round again, and we shall hopefully get this Rotax 177 final underway. But
and I have to say, the child slave labour that I brought with me this weekend, my son, has only just arrived. Well, he's gone and done and brought the grids to us, which has made our day.
Excellent. Although,
judging by the fact that my wallet feels lighter and his mouth is blue, I think that he has been to the slushy bar as well. He has been well and truly rumbled. Okay, second time of asking. Philip Howarth leads the Rotax 177 field to the line. Lights are out. This time we're off and racing. 15 minutes here at Mansell Raceway. Howarth under braking for turn number 1, leads them round. Howarth, don't forget, is the lap record holder here at Mansell Raceway, and he's going to show himself why. So, I mean, the first 2 rounds, Clay Pigeon and Mansell, so 2 of the 3 real sort of hubs for Rotax 177. Forest Edge is the other one where you find a lot of 177 racing, not on the calendar this year. That's the Rob Dodd School of Karting, that is, Forest Edge Kart Club. But here we go, out of turn number 5, down through the tunnel, into turn number 6, the notorious Hangar Bend, and it's Howarth leading the way. But if he thought he was going to have it easy like he did in the pre-final, I think that Louis Large and Daniel Tate have got other ideas. Then it's Easton and Branfield hot on their heels. Edwards, Winter, Chafer and Porter. There's Ian Branfield. Oh, good move there from the veteran. He gets it sideways coming out of turn number 1. Now he holds on. Here are the leaders, Howarth, Large and Tate.
Indeed. Scrapping away nicely. And, of course, last time out at Clay.
Sorry, Tate up the inside into P2.
I was looking down there. I wasn't paying attention.
He's having to defend. No, that's fine. You look at your notes there because you actually make sense of your notes. I just scribble stuff and then get it wrong anyway. But I think the first time, so with Howarth leading and Tate second, at the moment, what does this do for the championship standings, I doth wonder?
Well, I suspect we can find out with a wave of one's hand.
There we go. Well, so at the moment, Howarth 4 points behind Daniel Tate, but just look at that. The top 3 separated by just 6 points, and they're the top 3 in this race. So every time that they change position, there could be a thing. Branfield obviously not going to contend, but Nathan Chafer, he's going to be making good progress as well because he started at the back and he's already picking up several positions. He's up to 7th at the moment. So Tate leads the moment by 6 points because he's now made the move into 2nd place. Howarth in 2nd, so he'll be wanting, so Philip Howarth will be wanting Lewis Large and potentially Ian Branfield to take points off Daniel Tate while he maintains the lead. Thank you very much, Virtual Championship. Disembodied voice in my head. You may remove the championship now.
Thank you. There we go then. So still line astern. It's not line astern anymore because down the inside goes Tate to take the lead. And that's going to mix up that championship points even more, I would suspect, because now under pressure is still Howarth from Louis Large as well. His go large or go home, I think, is going to be said here at many times. But you see,
Louis Large, you saw the hand saying, right, let's go.
Yeah, and I thought Louis Large was going to go down the inside, but then I thought Louis, no, he means to follow him.
I'll follow you. I will follow. I will listen to you, Philip.
Yeah, exactly. So they're now going to work together to now close that gap, which is already closed, and then try and capitalise.
How good is looking at that? You know, it's a small grid of 1/7/7s, but they are all right there. Now Tate, who dominated the final in different conditions than this. Here comes Large to the inside. He's large and in charge, and he's into P2. Howarth down to third. Branfield right on his rear bumper in fourth position. Then it's Easton and Chafer up into... where's that? Chafer up into sixth. It is at the expense of Cole Edwards by the looks of it.
I think you could be right. Now, of course, this is happening at the moment. Philip Howarth has moved down now into third place on your screens, as if you weren't paying attention. He is there in the very bright coloured gold helmet. Now, of course, he's not worried, I think, at the moment, because you've got to remember there's still 11 laps, or 11 minutes plus 1 lap to go.
I mean, the thing that worries me ever so slightly, though, is the fact that he's under pressure already, and that Tate and Large are pulling away. The key to the race now is, has he gone wrong on his pressures? Because and Branfield, they're sitting right, come on, let's go. He'll be concerned, as with everyone, will Louis Large be able to keep Dan Tate under pressure? You know, that is what they're going to be concerned with. Because if Tate can stretch away, then it doesn't matter how good your tyre pressures are when they come up to scratch. Then, you know, Tate will be too far away in the distance to do anything about it. The only thing that I can think of is that Howarth set his kart up for a long, long race, and that the pressures have not yet come up properly, and that he's going to have a much stronger second half of this race. Because at the moment, and Ian Branfield, wow, the veteran Ian Branfield, I mean, I've commentated on him over the years in Formula Blue at the National Kart Racing, so the NKRA. He's obviously done other racing as well, but he has taken, at his home circuit, he is showing, well, the local knowledge is key here, but he is showing these youngsters a thing or two. Oh dear, he showed his nose cone the inside of Louis Large there, and that's going to potentially open the door for Howarth. It's going to allow Tate to escape. Howarth back up into third. Branfield down to fourth again. That's a mistake. But can Tate now capitalise and pull away a little bit?
I think he potentially might do. So this is looking good for Tate, of course. He won the final at Clay Pigeon, you know, and is looking good to potentially win it here. He's got a nice commanding lead at the moment, over 8/10 of a second. They cross the line. It extends to over 9/10 of a second from the battle for second place. But the battle for second place is where it's all happening. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 karts, nose to tail. And then Callum Porter, who's on a fresh set of slick tyres, I will say, because, of course, he retired at the beginning of the previous race, is there in 9th place at the moment. Warning flag out, though, Ian Branfield.
Nathan Chafer in the 99 kart, you can see, starting to move up a little bit. Of course, he retired early in the pre-final, so his tyres will be in better shape than everybody else's, even though the track position is bad for him. Tate, though, let's have a look at this gap at the moment, 0.86 of a second between Tate and Large. The key thing is now let's start looking for Philip Howarth's sector times. At the moment, Howarth in a 46.92, 46.87, new fastest lap of the race for Branfield, but he overcooks turn number 1. Howarth has just set his, in fact, all three of the top three have just set their personal fastest laps of the race. So the pace is picking up. The tyres are now coming in. The pressures are coming up. We're on lap number 9. We've still got well over half this race to go.
Yeah.
It's there. Oh, Howarth having a little nibble at the inside at turn number 4 there. He obviously talked about that with you on his track walk on Friday, Anthony, about how, you know, you could potentially get a move done there. But panic stations are going to start setting in. Howarth checks over his shoulder. Louis Large, head bolted forward, looking, eyes focused on the rear bumper of the race leader, Dan Tate. Head down now, trying to get maximum aerodynamic efficiency as they come into turn number 1.
Yeah, good stuff from these drivers. Still plenty of time to go, though, as you say. And they're just, again, nose to tail at the moment. Again, at this time, they're in limbo. There's someone in the background there jostling, just go.
Yeah.
They are going currently, but yes, it's you know, they're just in that limbo mode. I think now. It's always that you see it in the final time. This is where they really start to get a little bit serious, even though they might not mature properly in.
Even though they may not be very serious out of the kart, it's all game. It's game face on.
Oh yes.
Inside the kart. Now Branfield chasing Howarth. Now Ian Branfield. I mean, he's not in the championship battle, as it were. You know, this is a guest round for him. Will he make a move on Howarth? No, not quite. But Howarth, let's have a look at the lap times again in the top three. Branfield again, 46.77. New fastest lap of the race. The top two, Tate and Large, both setting personal best lap times. You know, Howarth not being able to put in a personal best lap time, but to be fair, Tate is lead. It's stabilised at about half a second at the moment. Easton is there in 5th position. Chafer is up to 6th. Edwards 7th. Winter 8th. Porter is the only driver you can't really see on the screen at the moment. He's 2.7 seconds off this battle in 9th position. But the top 8 drivers, 8 out of the 9 drivers in this race, separated by 2.5 seconds as we begin lap number 11. And now Tate having to defend. Here we go. Game on. I know these are the 177s. I think you can ring the dinner bell early, Anthony.
I think you probably can too. 6 minutes to go, and it's all game on here. As here comes Howarth. Yeah, gets that move done. Back up to 2nd place. Dan Tate now is falling back dramatically. Did he push those tyres too soon? And did he heat them up too early? Because now he is under some immense pressure now from behind. Ian Branfield there as well. The privateer driver, the number 46 in 4th place, is now piling on the pressure. In towards the tight section through Hanger Bend, back onto the back straight, and again all line astern. I suspect, are we going to see a move here from Howarth in towards turn 1? I've got a feeling we might, because it's a good exit out of the final corner. Down the slipstream, is he going to tuck to the inside? No, he's not. He is going to stay behind, thinks better of it. And they all slot through. Less than 6 minutes to go then on the timer. And there's the move.
Oh, Philip,
bit of contact.
Philip, you said you had to be patient through there. He told you, Anthony, on his track walk. It's cost him.
It's lied.
Cost him. And the real number one told the porky pie. And Easton now takes the lead. This is a great, great advertisement for Rotax 177 Racing. I mean, okay, Matthew Easton, he's come from the junior ranks. And everything. None of these drivers have got ambitions to be a Formula 1 driver. They're making their career out of karting. This is a hobby for all these drivers. I mean, Philip Howarth is self-employed. He runs a karting team at club level. Ian Branfield has been around this sport for years and years and years. Daniel Tate, he works as a mechanic most of the time in karting, and this is his bit of fun here. Louis Large, he was a 2018 British 177 champion. You know, they do this. They're ultra competitive. Nathan Chafer, privateer, family-run outfit. You know, they've got no illusions of grandeur. This is their Formula 1. This is their Formula 1, and they do a fantastic job. It's why the 177 grid has earned its place here as a part of the British Championship. And now Howarth getting swamped, coming through to him. Oh, and he's in the barriers. Him and Nathan Chafer have hit each other. Oh, Howarth and Chafer are out of the race. Cole Edwards, let's have a look at that again. And so Howarth is running wide. Here comes Chafer through, and Chafer squeezes and squeezes and squeezes, and he couldn't squeeze no more. Oh dear, now did Chafer get back in? So Branfield has moved into 2nd place. Oh, Howarth out of the race. That's what it means to him. It may be their hobby, their weekend hobby away from work, but it means this is a British title. It means so much to him, and Howarth knew that was a great chance for him to win a British Championship round, and it's gone.
It's such a shame for him. I can only imagine the word that came out of his helmet there. Luckily, the microphone was muted. But 3.5 minutes to go then, plus that one lap. Your race leader at the moment, Matthew Easton from Ian Branfield. Dan Tate back there in 3rd place has got a bit of clean air. So we started this race talking about the same 3 that we talk about. It just shows it's really not what he wanted, is it? He was so looking forward to potentially winning a final, and it's just that just shows you what it means to him. It just shows, doesn't it?
And again, I thought it was going well. It was things were maybe falling his way. Nathan Chafer is still out there racing. That is what it means to these drivers. The British title. That is what it means to them. But Easton leads Branfield. Tate in 3rd. Sam Winter, new crash helmet and all, up into P5. Louis Large is down to 4th place. Winter is 5th. Then Cole Edwards, Callum Porter, Nathan Chafer. That is the order. The top 4 still pretty much no tail. Now, can Ian Branfield, who missed the opening round, steal a victory here at his local track? Well, Matthew Easton is under pressure. Easton, I'm having a little look at his record. I mean, last year, Easton, where did he win? He won at the opening round at Lyd. He won and he finished 3rd up at Warden Law, finished 3rd in the championship. Can he add a 2nd win to his order? Oh, Howarth gets I mean, there's no point giving Philip Howarth a 5-second penalty because man is out of the race. But hey, there we go.
Make sure he doesn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, 3 for the win. Possibly 4, depending on how these 3 behave.
Well,
Coming through the dogleg, 90 seconds to go. Easton defending from Branfield. Tate watching this unfold, saying, okay, where can I pick you both off?
Let's see if we can find out. 90 seconds left on the timer, plus that 1 lap, and there it is. Tate down the inside, can't quite do it. Tried to make that move work through the complex, couldn't quite do it. So now, again, line astern, down mini straight, in towards turn 4. This is where we saw it all go wrong for 2 of our drivers, but there we go, back out of there, in towards turn number 6 now, towards Hanger Bend. It tightens through here. They concertina up under braking. No moves here. Out of the corner, onto the back straight. Defensive goes Easton in towards the dogleg. The back end stepping out, avoiding that curb on the entry, clouting the curb on the exit. And again, defensive in towards turn 1. Look at this. 4th place, Louis Large as well is back. But what a move that was. And as you were thinking it, Easton is out and in 4th place.
Well, this is great news for Daniel Tate. Branfield, not a championship threat after missing the opening round. He might want to do the whole championship. And now Tate is up to 2nd. Easton down to 4th. Louis Darge is 3rd.
Yeah, great running from these guys side by side as they go through. Oh, back down the inside goes Easton. Tries to get that 3rd place back, and he does successfully do so. Out of the corner they go in towards Hanger Bend. It's Tate leading from Branfield. Easton there in 3rd place, with Large still there in 4th. In towards the final corner, the strike strucketh 0, and it's last lap board out this time around. Ring that dinner bell, because now dinner is served for us here at Mansell Raceway. You can see the switchback move there. Branfield tries to go down the inside here. Close the curb. Oh, they get through it, but it's the move's not going to come yet. Get ready for
down at Hanger.
Yeah, get ready there.
Well, of course, Tate is now pulling away in the championship lead. His lead is up to about 14 points at the moment in the championship. That's bad news for the on-looking Philip Howarth. It's bad news for Easton. It's bad news for Louis Large. It's bad news for Chafer. So Daniel Tate, can we have any last corner, last gasp, desperate 177 moves? Branfield, could he win a British Championship round as a guest driver at his local circuit? Out of the final corner, I think Tate has done enough. Daniel Tate takes the win by a whisker. Branfield 2nd. 3rd is Easton. 4th is Large. Sam Winter comes home in 5th. Cole Edwards is 6th. Callum Porter 7th. And Nathan Chafer in 8th position. And, so that is a great, exciting, dramatic 177 final. And, of course, sadly, you know, we lost Philip Howarth towards the end of that race there in that incident. But Daniel Tate, 700ths of a second, Anthony, over Ian Branfield. Matthew Easton is 3rd. Louis Large 4th. Sam Winter, well, new crash helmet. Man debuts his new crash helmet with a top 5 result. Sam will be happy with that. Cole Edwards, then Callum Porter, Nathan Chafer, and Philip Howarth. So, the highs and lows of kart racing. There is Tate celebrating with, and there's some of the, there's James Smith on the left, and there's Jack Marshall on with the blue beanie. James, top line mechanic, world class mechanic, worked for the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team in the World Championships for many years. Has worked with drivers such as Lando Norris and what have you. Enam Ahmed, and several of the drivers that Ricky Flynn has guided to world title. Already Jan Echterman, I'm not speaking to Jan anymore because I found out he's a New York Giants fan, which is just wrong. But he's saying that Dan Tate and Ethan Jeff are his picks of driver of the day. I think that's not a bad shout at the moment. There is Philip Howarth. Oh, there's a man walking with purpose. Yep, what can he do? Certainly, you know, he was not the... Philip Howarth was not the architect of his own demise there,
no.
Anthony, I have to say. Now, we're going to have to get Mr. Tate up here for his winner's interview. There is Chris Walker from kartpicks.net. Walking across the screen there. He is our official championship photographer. Kartpicks.net is the finest karting photo website of all. Chris is, his work is absolutely magnificent. Other karting photographers are available. I know that Stu Stretton, occasionally of this parish, the Halfa parish, is also does some wonderful stuff as well. But Chris be the man. So let's go and see if Will is. You need to. I can't believe you don't know what Will is.
I know what Will is.
Will.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. You got to humour me, right? Let's hear from our sponsors, Wera Tools, and then we'll hear from our 177 race winner.
To enter our competition to win a HRX branded race suit, a Fens driver website, and a Drift Limits driving experience in a McLaren GT3, just like this one.
Thank you very much. Yes, joining us, a new driver in the commentary box, Daniel Tate, winner of the Rotax 177 class. And what a race that was. It didn't seem like it was going to end at one point, did it? It just kept on going and going.
No, it was a really hard race right till the end. It was a really hard race.
So what I've done there is I've done a Henry, and I've done something I shouldn't have done, and that's not turn your microphone on. So there we go. I've turned it on now. So, like I was saying, yes, that race, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. From start to finish, it was a busy race. I made a massive mistake in the middle, allowing another two to go past, and just managed to hang in there till the end, and managed to get it done second last lap.
Now, of course, conditions still nice and dry out there. The tyres. You were in the pre-final. You were
on slicks.
You were on slicks for that as well.
But the track was a bit wet.
The track was a bit slippery, but I mean, it worked out well there. Of course, you had a win at Clay Pigeon, win here for the final as well. It's a great start to the season, and you're looking nice and strong for 2021.
Yeah, thank you. Fantastic start.
No, it's an excellent stuff from that one. Talk us through the start of that one, because, you know, at the beginning, you know, you were looking stronger, then you fell back at some points, you were bringing it back, and, you know, it was an up and down race all the way through, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got a good start, and I managed to lead it quite a chunk, but then I made a massive mistake in the chicane and allowed 2 or 3 karts to come past. Just recomposed and went again.
Well, excellent stuff. Great start to the season, 2 final wins, and, yeah. Great stuff for the Wera Tours British Kart Championship. Well done, Danny Tate.
Cheers.
Spot on. Well, excellent stuff there from our race winner for the Rotax 177. It's time for another little ad break, and we'll be back to you with our next group of drivers, which will be the Honda Cadets out on track in just a moment. Stay tuned.
So here is the trophy presentation for the Rotax 177 class, second round of the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championship here at the Mansell Raceway. First things first, our leading rookie in the final, finishing in 6th position, Callum Porter. Callum didn't finish his pre-final, had to go out after making the wrong tyre choice, but came home in his best results for the Ultimate R team, finishing in sixth position, so he gets the top rookie trophy. It's by there. I think you can see now why Callum is in the 177 class, because he is 177 metres tall and a bit. And quite a bit. On to the top three now. Finishing in 3rd place overall for KR Sport, Matthew Easton. And as you can see, Matthew has taken the time to get his race suit and his crash helmet, representing KR Sport wonderfully there. Well done, Matthew. 2nd place now, and sometimes they say that local knowledge pays off big time, and this is certainly the case there. This driver, the leading Masters and the leading Privateer as well, finishing a fantastic 2nd overall, just 700ths away from an incredible, what would have been an incredible British Championship victory. It's Ian Branfield. Different from winning an NKRA Formula 2 final. But the winner of today's Rotax 177 final, his 2nd Rotax 177 victory of the season. It was a lot closer this time than it was at Clay Pigeon. His winning mechanic, Tom Stackhouse, can't be here, but the winner it's Daniel Tate. Once again, Daniel taking the time to bring his race suit and his crash helmet to the presentation. Congratulations, there are your podium finishes in the 2nd round of the Rotax 177 British Championship. Thank you very much, gentlemen.